main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds in the welterweight division between these two great warriors. He's on his way to the ring. Boy, he looks confident. We've seen it many times with him through the years, but tonight he's bubbling with confidence. Alexander's ring walks have become the stuff of legend, and you can see the intensity on his face.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Thunder. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome the greatest, Alexander.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Gets rid of that effort. Alexander's corner will really need to get after that swelling. Nice block by the greatest. You can sense it right away, Teddy. Looks like it's a tactical bout tonight.
Well, that's what happens when you get two counter punches. Nobody wants to lead.
Good block by the greatest. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
What happened to the get-to-know-ya? They're getting to know each other real quick here.
Unbelievable. I feel like I'm at a fancy restaurant, and we've already had 4 courses, and the chef came out and said, hey, don't be full yet. You got 8 more to go.
That was not well targeted by Alexander.
Let's see some more head movement.
And there's the left hand working well for him again. Way to block there. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
You know, we only show up when it's time to watch them do their thing for the fight, but they're really working at it day in and day out just to make weight. What's so tough about making weight in boxing?
Well, it can weigh you down. I mean, it takes discipline. And all of a sudden, it allows you a trail of excuses, because now you can start to say, well, gee, you know, I didn't do this, you know, it's the drudgery of it, and it's the consistency of it. When you have to stay at a weight and you have to watch that weight, you have to balance it where you're also going to be able to have a physicality when you get in the ring. You don't want to be weak, so you want to get that right balance where you're disciplined, you get the weight down, but you don't lose that physical edge.
We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Let's get on that swelling.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Nice block by the greatest.
Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement. Get out of the way.
Blocks that punch. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him.
Don't stay in one spot, circle. Side to side.
That was a miss by Alexander.
Defense. In and out, in and out. Side to side.
Good way to protect the midsection. Halfway through round number 2. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Alexander's now in a position where he may not even realize it, but the eye is getting worse. Still, he fights on.
He behaves like a fighter. And that's the greatest asset you have. It's not your jab, it's not your hook, it's not your power, it's not your footwork. It's your ability to behave like a fighter when you have to. He's doing that right now.
He gets off with a combination up top. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
You're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body more. Listen to me.
And round number 3 is underway. Alexander's got to figure out now, Teddy, a way to properly defend himself with that swollen eye.
Yeah, he has to understand what side that he can't defend from, where the punches can come, and not give his opponent that side. Make sure that he moves to the certain kind of way in the ring where he keeps his opponent away from that bad eye, moves him towards the good eye, gives him the best shot.
Alexander's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good block by the greatest. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
undoubtedly the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Customato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jabbed. When he's been sure of himself, he's jabbed. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Alexander's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. A good block. What a good counterpunch by Alexander. Last 10 seconds. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Alexander's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut.
You're doing great. Keep the pressure on him. Keep on him. You need to capitalize on his mistakes. I want to see that counter hook. Make him pay for his mistakes. We'll take care of the swelling. Just focus on the fight and we'll take care of the swelling.
Here we go with the 4th round. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing? He's taking his opponent's jab away.
You always say punchers are born, Teddy. But what about a guy's ability to withstand big punches? What about a guy's chin?
You know, that's an interesting point. Part of it is physical, and you know what it is? It's the neck. That's the shock absorber, but most of it's mental. You have to want to take the punches. You have to will yourself through the punches. This guy has some will.
Good block by the greatest. Halfway through this round. Gets rid of that effort. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Accurate counterpunch by Alexander. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. 10 clicks of the tongue. He missed with that headshot. End of the round is upon us. And if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
Body in hand, don't put your body in hand. Get on that.
Round number 5 has arrived. A good block. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Good combination to the head. Alexander's giving us a taste of some of that athletic ability, that hand speed right there. Good combination.
And his opponent, though, now is going to have to show us that he could do something to sort of, you know, adjust to this, to counter this. And that's going to be controlling range and timing, because he can't match up with the physical hand speed.
Well-targeted counterpunch by Alexander. Alexander's employing one of the 3 facets of good fundamental defense. And right now he's using the legs.
Yeah, he is, and that is one of the facets. The other's to block, the other's to move your head. And right now he's controlling range. What his opponent has to do now is look to get into a place where maybe he can time him. Time him as he steps out.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special offensive happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Thunder's got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye, on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored.
Working the jab.
A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. He's committed to that jab, and he doesn't just throw one out there, but brings the second one immediately behind it. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by the greatest. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Let's go on that cut. It's not. That's nothing. Don't worry about it. Make your peasant known. Assert yourself. Assert your punches.
The start of the 6th round. Alexander's got to find a way to protect that eye. The cut has worsened. And if it gets any worse, you got to think this fight is coming to an end immediately.
Well, what's going to matter is when the doctor finally gets caught up and looks at it is, Joe, not how bad the cut looks, or even how graphic it is to the fans out there, but where it's at. The doctor will look to see whether or not it's the kind of cut that if it gets worse, it could actually be physically damaging to his career.
The trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Thunder's just not landing any body punches in this fight.
Well, he looks like a guy who hasn't been taught that. We're getting a little bit of an x-ray, a little bit of a peek into what his trainers show him in the gym or what they don't show him.
Wow! Alexander's tagged by that powerful hook. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
Blocks that punch. Excellent counterpunch by Alexander. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Halfway through this fight as this round gets underway here, but interesting so far. Who knows what we're in store for down the stretch. Thunder's now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that you have incurred some serious damage? Look at that cut around the eye.
So for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin. He's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut. When you see your first blood, when you see it that it's your blood, how do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Alexander. It is unbelievable to sit back and just watch what these guys are willing to give and to take. Wow, what a fight so far.
Well, give and take, that's the key word. Sometimes you're forced to become great. And right now, each one of them are forcing the other to go to great places.
after some fine defense by Alexander. Good block there by Alexander. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Alexander's cut does not look good at all. I get the sense that the referee could stop this fight at any moment.
Joe, the key is where it is. The doctor will take that into mind. Is it in a place where if it gets worse, it could imperil his health? It could imperil his vision down the road.
We come to the end of this round. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Boy, it's a very closely contested fight, isn't it?
Yeah, it has been, Joe, but it's going to be up now to the judges. Hopefully they have their eyes wide open because they're going to have to look really closely, not just at the action overall, but who's landed the cleaner, more effective punches.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing. A small cut, nothing. Worry about it. Oh, time. It's got nothing left, okay? Just go for the head. Nothing.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Not able to land the headshot. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. Very nice defensive guard there. Blocks the headshot. Getting it done with that straight right hand. Oh, everybody will tell you, you can't get away with that. What a big, wide, sweeping whiff that was.
Well, you can get away with it if the guy doesn't want to throw back, but if this guy wants to start throwing back, then you're not getting away with it.
Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
A headshot blocked. He got hit, but he sends it right back. 1 minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh boy, what a round. Looking right hand after he got hit. What goes through a guy's mind at this stage of a fight where I think you can clearly see that he's tired?
Well, you know, that's the right question. Not enough is going through his mind. He's not concentrating on the things that he was earlier, not remembering what it is that he has to be doing at all times.
Well-placed counter punch by Alexander. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Thunder. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Listen, you need to move your head side to side, okay? I want to see that head.
They start up again. Back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. Good job protecting himself. Good block there by Alexander. Blocks the headshot. Alexander's pushing away right there. You can see him shoving, trying to create some space. Good block by Alexander. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. That was a miss by Alexander. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Nice block by the greatest. Now this round comes to an end. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. This is one of those fights, Ted. It just feels like to me where it's going to be tough to really score. I mean, it's been a close fight.
Yeah, it's a hard fight to score because you have one guy maybe a little busier, but the other guy makes up for it because he's a little heavier with those blows. So it's a matter of maybe the taste of the judges, what they prefer.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. There's nothing. Small cut, nothing to worry about. Good. Nice work. I want you to get up.
And now they start round number 10. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. There it is! Alexander stunned and staggered. It's like a light switch just went on. All of a sudden, he's the aggressor now.
Well, it's like your parents came in the room and they put that switch on. His corner, not his parents, told him, get on this guy.
able to dismiss that body shot. The ref is stopping the fight. The swelling just much too much. That's it. TKO, technical knockout. He's your winner by TKO.
You know, Joe, I like a night where you see a guy tested a little bit. We saw him tested, and he passed that test with flying colors.
Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.
Been walking a humble path. I know I cursed at your name and then laughed. I know I found it and named the pen cast. The servitude of grovel and framed as pain cast. I gotta figure it can't hurt to ask. Suspension of disbelief and uniquely freak flash. Admission of the faithfully shaken, now trapped. 30,000 and dropping, it's on and popping at last.
Keep me in the sky, that's all that I cry. I've become the seller of this wealthier time. Keep me in the sky, that's all that I'll say. I've become a soldier, at least for this day.
There are no atheists in the foxholes. There is no intellect in the air. There are no scientists.